Well, me, I'm an R&B artist. A love for R&B soul. Particularly like 90s R&B supposed to be like the era that era right there of songwriting and song making. That's an era that I tend to gravitate to. I hear a lot of us and a lot of people that I know that's the era that we tend to listen to whenever we want to grab that music that's really gravitates to our soul. Well, when I made this album, man, I wanted this to be something that people could relate to. It's really a personal, in real time, and a lot of time, a real time experience, a journey, a look into my life as I deal with relationships. From the beginning, where everything as I consider the honeymoon phase, to when you first start to see the breakdown of the relationship, to the breakdown of the relationship, and to the actual eventual ending, the ending of it.
Are you gonna add something to that?
Well, it just, a lot of times, people do projects all the time. They'll say, well, this album is me personally. You're gonna get to know who I am personally, and it just like becomes something that they tell them to say. But like, really, what you're getting is my raw emotions, the real unfiltered emotions. And me being able to pin it that way, it was really like, therapy to deal with the things that I was going through. So what they're gonna see is, they'll hear some familiar things because we all go through things in relationships and in life. So it's like, it's something that I feel that people can connect to. They can connect with. Because love is something that we all experience. Toxic love, good love, real love, superficial love. And it touches on all of those things. So the listener, as they're listening, they're gonna see something or hear something that they've experienced themselves. To be honest with you, 100%. And I know, when you hear some of the songs, you're gonna be, did this really happen? Yes, it did happen. It did happen. And this is not just one relationship. This is like throughout my dating life. It's like everything that I went through, the things that I dealt with. When you think on those things, sometimes those emotions come back. So as those emotions came back, I'm penning. And I'm writing it out, and I'm writing myself through it. So that's the only way I could write. The only way I could make music is from my perspective of what I was dealing with. This is just an inside look at how I dealt with those relationships, what I went through emotionally in those relationships. I feel like now, like with what I'm doing now and what I'm hearing out there now, if you listen to really what's out there are some artists now in R&B that is really, really starting to take hold to the soulful, to the connection, to writing soulful, honest R&B music. I think we kind of got sidetracked where we started to really basically, we singing rap lyrics and became a disconnect of emotion. And it became hypersexualized. If I ain't singing about sex, and they're not singing about anything. So, but now I think we're coming back to that. The women of R&B had started that, coming back to the raw emotions of it. And I get some artists now that's out there now that's doing that as well. So that's something I'm very, very happy to see. But that's where my music fits into that dynamic too. It's just coming back to the raw emotions of being able to tell someone that you love them, being able to play a song and hear someone telling somebody how they feel about them honestly, in a good way, in a real way. So that's where I feel like my sound or the music that I make fits in.